Good morning, Year 9. I won't be in this morning, but I want you to go on with your work. Of course, first thing you need to look at is work habits for semester 2. Okay, still a few people need to do it. If you are honest in your assessment of yourself, then when I go over and check them, I will agree with you. If you haven't got it done, it's due by Wednesday. If you haven't got it done, then I will mark you all low. And if I think you're just being silly and you haven't been honest, I'll also mark you low. So you go and do it fairly and be honest, and I'll agree with you when I mark it. Fair enough. Okay, our topic this morning, or this week, at this point, I should say, messianic promise refers to the promise of a Messiah to the chosen people in the Old Testament, or what the Jews would call the Hebrew Bible. And we believe that promise was fulfilled in Jesus. The Jews do not believe that. So that's a point of difference between us and the Jews. All right, you click on that. You have already, there are booklets here. You've already saved booklet 1. Booklet 1 refers to the first few chapters and the accounts in the Bible. You've gone through, you are filling this in online and you'll submit it online. Should have done this one here, to know, worship and love. Okay, that is the link to where we are in the textbook. So that's starting from that chapter there. So you've filled this in, you've gone through this and what we've spoken about the Bible. And last week I covered Isaiah 53, which is the suffering servant. Covered that. Then you're going on to tile 3, which is there are various types of writing and various types of books in the Bible. Now, books of the Bible, there are these different types of writing that are in the Bible, both the Old and New Testament. You can see that how many books there are, 46 books in the Old Testament, 27 in the New Testament, and the sort of or style of writing it is in there. You can check those out, that comes through there. Then the Genesis account. Now we've spoken about what it means for metaphor, spoke about that last week, and that's huge. The successful writers know how to communicate with their audience, and they were using images in the Old Testament that people already knew because people could not read and write. So how do you successfully connect with an audience that cannot read and write? You use images, you use metaphors that they already know and understand to tell your side of the story. So now there's the Genesis account of creation, which you can go through and have a look at. Various ways you can go and have a look at those, right? And fill in the search for truth, fill in this here with some quotes that support the ideas that are put forward in the first account, and there is another account of creation as well. We talk about symbols and meaning, okay, to know, worship and love. The symbols and meaning, you can go through these, through the information here, and then you can fill in the booklet as you go. Some people are up to that. The fall tries to give us in story form why we are less than perfect, called the fall. Our human nature is less than perfect. We've spoken about that. So I want you to be working your way through this. That one, we'll do that when I'm there, not when there's another teacher there. So there are links here that you can be going through and questions to be answered by you. Now, if you happen to get through a lot of this and get through the first booklet, there is the second booklet for the different types of writing that we have. So I want you to concentrate on that. Isaiah, of course, is very important, and I read to you the suffering servant last week, which is Isaiah 53, probably the most well-known one used by Christians in the New Testament to show that Jesus was the Messiah of the Old Testament. So that's what I would like you to be doing this morning, is working quietly. And remember, the booklets are to be filled in and submitted online. Thank you, and have a good day. Bye.